Miss Anna's got my lurgy. And thank you very much for everyone who's wished us well with the lurgy. But I'm just getting over it, and now poor Anna's now got it. Haven't you, Miss Anna?
Sort of.
She's so stubborn. She's denying illness. It's like, I'm not ill, Pete. But we're out in the garden, and Anna's just going to show me what she's been up to.
Oh, I haven't really been doing much.
Oh, I'm sure she has. Let's have a look. Oh, honk. Okay, honey, what's going on?
How big that one is?
That looks to me like a dahlia.
Look at that one.
That looks to me like mint.
Dahlia.
Oh, is
Look
it?
at that one.
They're all coming up then.
And this one.
They're not weeds.
No.
There is a lot of weeds here though, isn't there?
Look at that one, look.
Yeah.
They look like, when they first start growing, they look like potatoes.
Oh.
Don't they?
I have no idea.
Potato plants.
No, like honk.
They were helping me. They were keeping me company.
So what's the plan? I'm going to take some more decking down today.
I've been weeding this, but not. I've been doing it with this.
Okay, so hoe. And we need to de-weed all this. Oh, what a job. And the trouble with this house, it's different to the other one, isn't it? Where everything here is on the outside. The house itself is lovely. We've just got a few polishing bits. But the garden just takes so much time, doesn't it? Not that I'm complaining. So we've just been out on the bike, recommissioned the bike, and oh, hello you lot. We've got a problem. One of the female geese is now roosting in the chicken coop. She's found a space to lay her egg, and she's being very broody. But we've come home and there's a problem. Oh, she's in. So we've got a problem with mother Sally, Hattie, sorry, who's had her baby.
She should be okay now because Mildred's gone in.
But she can't. The baby can't get in, can she? She can't get up. Or
So no, so I'm going to have to get her. Where is she? Is she coming out?
I don't want to scare her unduly, but
Let me see if I can get her. Where is she, Hattie?
she sat on her.
Yeah, she's under there, so I'm going to get hold of her. Okay, I've got her. Oh, no, Sally.
There she is.
Right, I've got her, I've got her. There we are, baby. Let's have a look. There's Hattie's baby. You're beautiful.
Oh.
Right, come on, Hattie. Come on, she's here. Come on, Hattie. Come on, Hattie.
Oh, she doesn't know what's happened to her baby.
She needs to come out. Come on out. Can you just move her out the
Yeah.
step?
Oh, is it me? Am I in the way?
Move her out. Can you pull her out the step?
Yep.
Shoo her out the step.
Come on, honey. Come on. She's biting me. Well, maybe put the baby inside.
No, because she'll just jump out to her mum. Come on out, Sally. Come on, Hattie. No, I've got her here. Come on out, look. Come on, that's it. There we go. There we go. Good girl. Come on, Hattie. Look, look, look. There she is, look. There she is. You stay in there. Go on, Hattie. Up you go. That's it, good girl. In you go. Go on, baby. It's bedtime. Is she okay, Hattie? Oh, they're coming, Hattie, look.
The geese are chasing brambles. Brambles has just legged it around here. And the geese are just congratulating themselves on a chase well done. Now she's making a bed now, look. There, underneath. There. So crisis over. Anna to the rescue. Well done, Miss Anna. Are they all accounted for? Can I lock them up now?
Yeah.
Okay. Honk. Come on then. We are feeling a little bit better this morning. I am feeling much better this morning. Poor Miss Anna is still suffering, unfortunately, but she's fighting it. So we are going out and about. Miss Anna, where are we going today? There's a roll, the farmer's market. Big market. I think it's 3 kilometres long, isn't it? And it sells, you can buy everything livestock related and other stuff actually. We're going to see if we can buy 2 female ducks, because the male ducks are at the moment very randy, aren't they? They're trying to have sex with everything, even the cats. That's no joke, they are chasing everything around. So we're hoping to bring some women ducks back to them, make them happy. So we're just coming through the beautiful town of Saint-Benoît-de-Sault, and this is one of the historic towns in France. It's a walled town surrounded by an old medieval ramparts and protected wall. On the outskirts of the town, look at that for a water tower. Looks like a medieval keep. Outside is the wall, the old medieval wall dating back to the 12th century, and ahead of us we have the church and its monastery, which is completely empty now. The monastery, nobody living there, all boarded up. And we're just coming over the bridge that's having some civil works done on it. It's being all repointed to a very professional standard, I might say. Looks like a brand new wall, look at that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are just travelling through the little pretty town of Chaillac. Interesting fact about Chaillac, over 200 of the families here are in fact English. So a very English dominated town with a number of bars and restaurants, English owned. So you know you're going somewhere important in France when there's other traffic on the road, and we're in what's known as a queue, or as they say in France, un queue. So it must be good, mustn't it? It's a good indicator.
Yeah, better than last time.
I remember getting caught in a traffic jam the other day. I came up to a roundabout and there was a car in front of us, wasn't there? One car in front. We thought, oh no, that's going to slow us down 10 seconds. And of course they have all the other things there. They have pop-up cafes.
Big cheese stands.
Oh, cheese. They sell cheese by the sort of barrel load. I'll take 85 kilograms of the Comte cheese, please. Oh, and fish. We're in the market to try, and we know nothing. Well, I know nothing about fish. We'd like to put some fish in our lakette. It had a load of fish in it once, but it was all fished out by people staying at the house. So we'd like to put some fish in, but we have no idea. I didn't even look when we were at the supermarket. We felt so sorry for the lobsters that they obviously have alive. I looked to see if I could buy some lobsters and put them in our lake to save them, but they won't live in fresh water, unfortunately. That would have been perfect, wouldn't it? Because they could have gone along the bottom and eaten up all the rubbish. The leaves.
I've never heard of lobsters in lakes.
No. Okay, we are here after being half an hour in that traffic jam. The novelty wore off very quickly, didn't it?
Yeah.
So we're just looking for somewhere to park now, and then we'll take you in. What are they, honey? Alpacas. Look at that. You like wicker? Look at the size of that! It's got to be for hotels, isn't it? Or the army. And here we have some tomato plants and cucumbers, pumpkin, melons. Look very, very healthy, don't they? Lovely. .650cc rotary engine. Very nice. The Yamahas here. And a quacker.
Ils sont sympas. Bonjour monsieur. Bonne journée.
So unfortunately, this is where the animals normally are. There's only a few traders left. And why do you reckon that is, honey?
We're too late, should have come in for 8 o'clock.
Right, so we need to get here earlier. Why do they go so early?
Because you can't keep animals out all day.
For a market trader, this guy retails very well. Look at this. Just little things to finish it off. Remarkable.
No shopping today.
No ducks, unfortunately. Which means to come a bit earlier next time.
I know I might just order some from. I've got a catalogue, haven't I?
Okay.
I think that's another month away.
What, to come back here?
It's only once a month.
Yeah. So lessons learnt, need to come earlier. And it was busy, wasn't it? Okay, so after a rather disappointing trip up to the market this morning, we're going to capitalise on this nice weather, and I'm feeling good enough to get back onto the decking project. So the job now is just to strip off the remaining planks, get down to the frame and really assess what we're going to keep. I'm kind of erring towards replacing a big section of it, and listening to some comments from our listeners, our readers, our watchers, our followers on our last video, we might make it a bit smaller, but you know, first job is to strip it back and see what we're dealing with. So let's get on with that now. taken all the nails out.
Mhm.
Let's just go and show you a bucket of nails, look, just from yesterday. So what was lacked in structural timber was attempted to be made up with 5-inch nails, and we got hundreds of them. I've run a string line, so that's about 3/4 of an inch off the top of the deck, and a nail the other side. And if you come around the side here and look at it side on, so that string line there should be about 3/4 of an inch from there. So what's happened on that joint here, because that's dropped, that's the joint originally, and it's a weak point. No matter how many bolts you put in, they're going to move over time. So it's done that. It's sunk down. Even worse in the middle there. So we've got that problem, and then we've got problems with, if you look here, none of these are level. We know there's not enough. There's too big a gap between each of the boards. They need to be like 40 centres, 35, 40 centres. And then the other problem we've got is the structure. Can you see where it's got a post in the middle there, completely rotted away? That's no good to anybody. And the same the other side. This one here, like even my tape it's just like paper. Okay, so what we're doing is we're taking away these joists and at the same time rescuing these joist hangers. Just reusing these joist hangers, honey. Denailing them, and then these are about €3 each. These aren't the best ones. These are just galvanised tin. But considering we need about 60 or 70, there's a couple of €100 saved there. And the plan is going to be do this side first. So that's a fresh longitudinal piece of timber there, the same on the other side, and then fresh joists in the centre. Unfortunately, this wood is not fit for reuse for anything really. I don't know if you can see. How bananaed. Oops, sorry, how bananaed that is. Can you see the curve in that? So this is the way that the planks were on top, and that's just drooped. So it's a shame, because it means the whole project is going to have to be fresh timber, which is going to delay it and increase the cost. So we're going to reduce its size. It's going to be this long, which is this is just over 5 meters, but by the time I trim up the ends, it'll be 5 meters. So we'll go for a 5 meter length, which takes us to about there. So, you know, the deck is going to be over the water still, which is what the important thing is. And not so much. Actually, it might look better that it's not so much on the gravel. And then a next project, which we're just putting into planning, is this is going to be paved, and we're going to put some lawn here. So out the back of the house it's going to have lawn and paving, and then a pathway leading onto the decking. And we're going to focus all of the pea shingle out in front of the barn up there to make that more of a courtyard. So there's some clearly defined areas, courtyard and vehicles there. Then this is the back garden, if you like, with a patio and a trellis, a patio, lawn in the centre there where the car is, and then some pathways leading down here and then onto this decking. So that's the plan. Anyway, that's in our head. So it won't really matter if we come in here. It might look better actually if it terminates there. So there's less likelihood of it sagging anyway, because we're running with single lengths of timber. So I think what I've got to do, is we've got some heavier timber which was meant for the barn joists. I'm going to use 4 lengths of that. One here, one there, one the other side, and one the far side. So that'll give it its strength that way. And then we use this slightly smaller profile. It's thinner actually as the start, but I've only got 10 lengths of this. It's not going to go anywhere. one length won't even do 2 widths. So it's, you know, I'm really stuck because I've got to go. All my measurements are going to have to be taking not this inner one, but these huge posts here are really good still. So that's actually going to dictate my width. It wouldn't make sense really to waste timber by not getting 2 cuts out of it for this, but you know, there we are. I am where I am, so I'm going to make good with what we've got, but it does mean buying some fresh timber. So the job now is just to continue taking these timbers away, rescuing the joist hangers. We'll reuse those, and then I've sprayed some penetrating fluid on all of the bolts, so we can reuse some of those bolts. Maybe none of them are stainless, unfortunately, but let's see if we can save some money. Can you hear the frogs? The frogs in the background. They're noisy at the moment. I wonder if you can hear that. So we are just going up to our second home, which is not the pub.
No, we're going to get chicken food from the Brico.
Brilliant, big sacks of chicken feed. And while we're there, we're going to get a batch of timber and some fixings. I need some threaded bar and some coach bolts, some long screws.
But you need some more wood.
And some timber. Okay, we're back from the Brico. We got all our fixings and everything, but the timber there was absolutely awful. So we're going to have to buy that from our timber merchants. So we've got enough to be making a start today, and I'll put my order in and hopefully get that delivered real soon so we can keep going.
You need to live in them waders, don't you? You're wearing them a lot, aren't you?
You want to borrow them?
No thanks.
So the first job is to put the left hand rail in and get that levelled off, and then whatever distance from that left rail to the centre rail, going to keep that consistent all the way down. Next one is this rail, and then we'll do this side, get this side done. That's the plan.
Will it be finished today?
Yeah, all going to be done. Have a nice fire pit. Okay, so that's going to be it for today. Doesn't look like we've done a great deal, but a lot of the hard work has been done. And, you know, denailing the old timber, you know, wouldn't have been done if it was a contractor. They would have come in and just smashed it all up. But we want to use it for firewood, so we need to de-nail it so we can cut it, and that took a bit of time. And we're reusing the joist hangers. So let's just give you a quick update of where we are. There's actually only 3 main uprights that we're going to continue to use. The timber is actually in very good condition, and they're about 10 or 12 inches in diameter, so they're very heavy. All of the other uprights which you see are going to go. They're going to be cut, so they're just there for the time being. Now, this one is square along that axis, this one is square along that axis, and from the 2 they are square along that axis as well. So they're square to each other and they're square along lengthways. What that means is now, because this is a fixed point, there's 1 bolt in this end, and there's just one big, you can see the threaded bar there, there's just 1 bolt in that end. What that allows us to do is measure the distance from there to there, and of course that is going to be constant all the way down. So we'll measure that distance tomorrow, or when we do the next stage, and then we'll cut all of our widths to that same dimension. And then all we then need to do is make sure that the end pieces against these are square, so it's not parallelogrammed at all. And we can do that by running a measurement from that corner to that corner, which should be the same as from that corner to that corner. So actually, you know, a lot of the hard work has been done, as I say, and the rest of it is much more straightforward. Now, just to show you how bad this was, now I've mentioned to you that this is now square. You just see it's pretty much the same height at that end, and this end it's low, and then just look how it just drops in the center there. There's a good 6 inches there. So, you know, that is validation that this needed to be done. We're going to go out for lunch tomorrow. It's Sunday tomorrow, so we're going to have Sunday lunch, a traditional Sunday roast with our very good friends Shirley and Mark, and we'll pop that on the end of this video before we get it out. So thanks so far. It's going to look lovely when it's finished. These jobs tend to be a little bit boring and a bit repetitive, but it's all going to be in the end product, which we're looking forward to. So, talk to you tomorrow.
Run out of room for dinner.
Yeah, we're looking forward to a nice Sunday lunch, aren't we?
You're extremely hungry, aren't you?
I'm extremely excited. The prospect of roast beef and Yorkshire puddings, seasoned vegetables. What are you having?
Sunday dinner.
Yeah, but what are you having? Chicken, pork, beef?
Probably beef.
Beef, same as me. So we'll show you the venue. It's one of our favourites at the moment. It is British owned, but they've done a fantastic job of the refit, haven't they? And the food quality is superb.
Yes, very professional, very business-like.
Yeah, it's well done, isn't it? Very well done. So that's where we're going. So, I'm with my Shirley here from simplychateau.com for all your finery, your chateau finds.
Scrumptious. And I'm here with your Anna.
And this is Mark.
Cheers.
Who's recently got engaged to Anna.
Sorry, Peter, we didn't like to tell you this, but we know that you proposed in Paris, but now it's
Already
all over.
taken.
It's all over. She was already
For
taken.
Sunday lunch.
And she only said yes to you because she wanted to be polite.
Is that true, Anna? Is that true? So we're just about to have Sunday lunch.
Anna, will you marry me?
And we're going to have.
Go on, do it properly. Go on. Ask her properly. Ask him if he can keep you in the man's so you'll become accustomed.
Oh, no, she can't say anything.
Well, looking forward to Sunday lunch. Yeah, so we're here for Sunday lunch. I'm having beef.
Yeah.
Shirley has been very disciplined in having one of their fantastic salads.
We've been working since 6 o'clock this morning.
Middle of the night.
Middle of the night.
Which is a Sunday, but bear in mind. And we've been laying it in haven't we, today.
You know, it's tough at the top. Tough at the top.
Good. Perfect.
So here we go.
So serious. Okay, guys. Until next time.